you just, okay. Good morning, and welcome to yet another episode of John Works Too Much. Now, I've had times in my life, I'm pretty lazy, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not really a maintainer or a fixer, I'm more of a just, let's buy a new one and replace it. So I have had a car that ran out of gas before, and I was like, ugh, too much hassle, I'm just gonna buy another car. So as you can probably tell, these are beautiful windows that are really in great shape, but they're a little dirty when you try to wash them, right? You just like, I feel like maybe we ought to just get rid of them. Now, the people that own the windows are complaining because, you know, the springs don't necessarily work and it's single pane glass and maybe overall doesn't look beautiful, but I feel like you just put a little bit of this on there, you'd be fine, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Either way, we always do what the customer wants because, you know, we need their money. And, you know, I think this stuff fixes a lot of stuff. Like, for example, I'm kind of a mess myself. I've probably got some cracks. I'm really single pane glass and stuff, but you think it'll help me, Kanui? I don't know, let's try it. Yeah, I think it'll help, yeah. No problem. So Kanui was like, hey, you should definitely not. He said, I strongly advise you against doing that. And I'm like, because you're worried about my health? And he's like, no, I don't care about your health. I hope you die of COVID. But he said, you know, the kids might watch this and get scared. So here's the thing, kids. Don't actually do this because I've been building up a tolerance to this stuff for years. It does kind of sting a little bit. It's got a lot of ammonia in it, but it's probably, I think I might get COVID from it. And I may, he's already coughing just from being, it's like a second contact high or whatever from COVID from this. But I want my kids to be able to sue the generic Windex company so that they can, you know, say, hey, he died of COVID. Anyway, that's not really, disclaimer, that's not really Windex, it's just blue Powerade. And it's still chilled from the gas station. Quite delicious, actually. Very refreshing. All right, so we're gonna put in new windows because these actually do look horrible and they don't really work very well and they're just, you know, a mess. So we tear those out and put in new ones and they're double pane and it's gonna be amazing. So we'll show you as we go. Anyway, love you guys, bye.
Kids, do not drink Windex.
Do it! Drink, it's delicious, look. Hey, Kanui. You got any life lessons for us today? Ooh, so angry.
Life lessons?
Yeah, you know, I think you were talking about something a second ago, right?
Well, when you're doing windows for John, there should be like steps to go by. And the first step is once you get the old window out, John's working on the other window and you're working on this one. And then John will ask you, hey, come over here so I can help put this new one in. You need to like wait a minute at least before you walk over there because he likes to get his pants right when you get there and then walk into the inside. So I'm holding the window. So it's been pleasant today. It's been 3 times he's done that to me and
in a row?
In a row.
Tic-tac-toe, bro.
You know what? I'm exhausted from this week. You are too. So I'll let this
It's only
slide.
Tuesday.
Not Tuesday.
Oh, it was
Thursday.
though. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, this is the last window we're taking out today. We're replacing it with this one.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
And yeah.
So
and it really sucks getting these off because there's this metal trim.
Yeah, that looks
attached to this.
It's about 5 miles behind the
And
vinyl.
then, yeah, you got to rip that off. And it's nailed. It's like shoved under there with a nail, so it's really a pain in the ass to get off.
It sounds wonderful. So, when you're talking about people like losing their career, what do you think they should do? Just like give up and sit at home and like feel sorry for themselves, or what?
Well, you know, seeing how the whole world's in a panic mode, you know, I went with it for about a month and a half, and
call it 6 weeks.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I can't do this. You know, so I tried to figure something else out. My career pretty much was completely done. And it seems like it's going to be for a while. So I started doing construction. I'm going to get into flipping houses and also a little catastrophe adjusting, getting my license to do that.
Do you think there will be more or less catastrophes as time goes on?
There's going to be a lot more hurricanes because that's just how the world works.
You're saying that climate change is real?
Climate change is real.
I talked to my brother, and he said there was like 600 and something tornadoes already this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's insane.
it's going to get worse and worse, and catastrophe adjusting is pretty lucrative career.
Plus, it makes a lot of money too.
And plus, you don't really work. I mean, you work your ass off for about 4 months.
How do you sit?
Yeah. Then you're off for the rest of the year.
I'm trying to figure out how to sit down.
I figured do that, flip houses. I'll work with John, on his new project as soon as he gets
The city out
City
of
of Kennedale to give him his permits, which he's been waiting for 13 and a half months for, which is kind of crappy. But yeah.
It sounds wonderful. So you're saying that these are like the eyes are the windows to the soul, and these windows are like the eyes to the house?
I don't understand what you just said.
Nobody does.
Oh, hey. So as you can see,
there.
me and John are working together again.
Yes!
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes. I've been crying every day.
Crying, like laugh crying or like sad
It's
crying?
but I laugh a lot when I cry, and I cry a lot when I laugh. It's very confusing.
I think it goes a lot like this.
It's like this.
Yeah. But like those theatrical, sad,
Yeah.
happy faces.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, I want to talk to y'all today about laziness. Cause
I got it.
You got laziness?
Oh yeah.
It's
It's a 4-letter word.
It's actually you're more likely to get laziness than COVID-19.
It's an epidemic.
actually-
It's a pandemic.
Laziness is probably one of the leading symptoms of COVID-19. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about laziness right now.
Fact check. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, my source for that is John, and John's source for that is me. So
Pretty much. I mean, that settles it. And just like Facebook rules, I think that applies.
And you can trust anything you see on the internet. Promise.
Absolutely. This will be on the internet in moments.
Okay, so in the spirit of laziness, my hammer's right around the corner. It's like maybe 20 feet away from me, and I'm feeling lazy. So I'm gonna show y'all a hammer fist technique. So we've got this little spot right here. I gotta get the, pry bar and wonder bar in there. You take it like this, you say, okay, yeah, this is where I could probably use a hammer, but instead I'm gonna use my hammer fist, and I'm just gonna get that in there like
What
that.
in the world?
It's taken me 10 years of Kung Fu construction training by my sensei, John Tennell, to actually get that, okay? And then, look, he has a hammer on his tool
This
belt.
reminds me of a wonderful. I was going to tell you that I had a hammer right here, but I wanted you to find it yourself.
Yeah.
So this reminds me. The Indians say that if you look wherever there's a problem, right next to it is the solution. And let me give you a for example. So poison ivy. I happen to be really allergic to poison ivy, unfortunately. Apparently, wherever poison ivy grows, there's something called jewelweed that grows, and the jewelweed is the antidote for the poison ivy. And I've done this before. I was working on a job building a bridge, and I got poison ivy. Poison ivy was everywhere, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be so itchy. And I looked around, I was like, there's gotta be some jewelweed here, and I found it, and I rubbed it all over my legs, and I washed it all off and everything, and I didn't end up getting poison ivy. Yeah, so usually the solution is right in front of you. Like in your case, when you were looking for a hammer, there was one right here, and if you just said, hey John, you got a hammer? I'd been like, it's right here. And a lot of times I'll be like, where are my sunglasses? I'll look all over the world and right on my face. Yeah. Or how many times have you been looking for your cell phone with the light on your cell phone like this?
Yeah, I've done that for sure.
Like constantly, right? And so I think that we're just pretty dumb and we're pretty lazy,
Yeah.
which brings us back to COVID. And because of that,
Yeah.
we don't see that the answer is right there in front of us. And this isn't just about hammers and poison ivy and sunglasses and phones. This is about life lessons and stuff that you're looking going, I don't know why this doesn't work. Just take a step back, remove yourself from the situation, look at it and go, you know what? The answer was right there next to me the entire time.
And I just want to say that we are setting a dangerous precedent with our laziness due to COVID-19. America will suffer because of it. There are industries that are suffering because of it. And the only industries,
All the industries except for us are suffering.
yeah, the only industries that are surviving are construction and real estate. That's because we got the hustle and we lost the laziness and we keep working. So
We don't make excuses. We
don't-
make money.
We don't. Yeah, that's exactly right. We don't make excuses. We make money, and we also make hammer fist techniques. And also, I was too lazy to even ask John for a hammer. So that's the lesson for today. We're gonna get back to our pinstriping and bean growing. And
Yeah, we like to, we grow some beans. David eats them, then he farts on
Right.
camera.
all right. Oh hey.
Oh, hey there.
So we're just out here working today. Today's a pretty hot day. It feels like it's about 105, but with that cloud that just passed by, the little one's about the size of a nickel.
felt like 103 degrees.
That's not bad. That's a big difference. So with this weather that's kind of weird right now, did anybody else notice like a significant drop in temperature all of a sudden? Like I did. I noticed probably a 30-degree temperature drop. As soon as we took this window out and the AC started blowing in our face, it was like, wow, man. The answer was right in front of our face this entire time. We were hot and sweaty, and then we took the window out, and right there on the other side of that window, there was a cold AC. Now, I don't know who's paying the bill on this. They're probably not going to be as happy about it, but man, it really feels good. It's like putting your head in a fridge.
I almost actually had a tendency to kind of look in here and try and find a jar of pickles or maybe a bottle of
That
juice.
is nice. Here's some mustard.
Yeah, it feels like a fridge.
It really does. It feels really nice in there. What do you want to talk about, Kenny?
I want to talk about the ideal place to live. Okay, so
Okay.
for me right now, I feel like the ideal place to live is inside of a fridge because
That's honest.
we've been hot and miserable and sweaty for it seems like our whole lives. So now my ideal destination to live, screw the Caribbean. I don't care about the mountains. I don't care about the beaches or anything like that. I want a refrigerator that's big enough for me to put a bed and, you know, my tools and my body.
I think that with modern science and enough money, you could probably make that happen.
Yeah, it might be even more expensive than a house.
It probably is.
You know, and then you know what we can put in there?
Yeah.
The food we eat too. We can live with our food, our juice. We don't have to get up and do nothing.
We have to have the bathroom in another room, though. You don't want to crap where you eat. That's an unwritten rule.
That's an unwritten rule? Okay.
I mean, I could write it down. I got a
I was
pencil.
about to say, wherever you eat.
Yeah, right there.
Now it's a written rule.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know, it will be.
sure.
Just trust us.
Is there any other place that you'd rather live
I would like to live.
besides in a fridge?
I was thinking maybe like an underground cave or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
With stalagmites and stalactites or whatever.
Yeah, maybe like albino geckos or something.
Yeah, because you know I'm pretty brown from the summer, so I'd like to kind of find a place to.
Yeah, you're a little bit browner than me.
Oh crap! I'm dirty.
Ooh, wow.
How did that happen?
Good Lord. What happened here? This is, I need to go take a shower.
This is why you go to school, kids.
Yep.
So you can-
Stay in school.
So you can get out of school, make $12 an hour, and still come work for us.
Remember when you're like, John, I graduated, and James like, me too, and I'm all like, that's why you work for me.
Yeah, that's-
I'm a dropout.
That stung a little bit.
Yeah. Don't stay in school, kids. My son just dropped out of school 20 minutes before he's about to finish. He didn't drop out. He's taking a semester off, which means he's never going back. Love you, Ben. Hope you don't see that.
We're just kidding, Ben.
We are just kidding. Really, seriously, stay in school and get a job and start making your own money.
Also, Hudson, when you're old enough and you watch this video, I want you to know that is how I feel about your education,
Yeah, like hurry it up because Daddy's tired.
and you got a business to help me run.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
for sure. All right, love you guys. We're gonna get back to it. We got to put a window in. So Kenny and I have been friends for a very long time, and we're good friends. And some might even say we're friends with benefits. Now, before you go and make this gross, because you guys have sexualized and made everything gross in the world, what I mean is, we're friends and we do each other favors. See, that sounds gross too, but it doesn't mean what you think it means.
We're not swapping flavors.
We're not
swapping spit.
We're swapping
It's
favors.
Favors.
So today I needed some help putting in all these windows, and because Kanui's going to go help out with the hurricane because he's got a good heart and we love him. And then Kenny needs some help doing a French door on Monday, so I'm going to come help him do a French door. So we're friends with benefits, and those benefits are that we swap favors sometimes. It's not gay. Nothing that I just said is gay. It's just the fact that you guys think gay all the time because you're gross and you make me feel icky.
You can be promiscuous without being gay.
Anyway, so because we're talking about Kanui, it's probably a good time, since he's not here to defend himself, to go ahead and bring up, a pretty painful subject for him. He told me the other day in full confidence and said, please do not tell anybody, so I won't, and shh, it's a secret, okay? He said that at some point in his life, he was a hobosexual.
Does that mean that you have an affinity towards homeless people?
Close. No, it's definitely not homosexual, and it doesn't mean that you like hobos. It means that maybe you need a place to live. And so you get in a relationship with somebody who has a place to live.
I used to be like that, dude.
You used to be like
I was
that.
home. I was homeless when I met Rachel.
Rachel, I hope you're watching too. And I guess what we're saying is that maybe at some point everybody's been a hobosexual, and so we shouldn't judge Kanui because he's not here to defend himself, because we love him just a whole lot. Like, he's a friend with benefits as well. Like, I feel like he needs favors and I need favors, and so we swap favors.
It's like a fishing story. We love Kanui so much that every time we talk about it, the love grows. Like the fish.
It is like that. Now, I actually went fishing the other day. A lot of people don't know what a great fisherman I am. I caught a fish this big.
Oh yeah?
Nope. Actually, it was this big. Oh, you know what? Actually, I was right the first time. It was this big.
Okay. That is a great fishing story.
You could totally use that. Did you hear about the one-armed fisherman who caught a fish this big?
Nuh-uh.
That's it. How would you handcuff him anyway? So we got all these windows in all around. They still need to be painted, and we still need, some of them need to be caulked. But Kenny did an amazing job. Nathan did an amazing job. I did all right. Most of the time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just sit there like in a lawn chair with a little fan, like a little Mister fan on me, and I sip on lemonade, and I'm like, no, go do this. And everybody's like, I'm so tired, John. I'm sweating and bleeding and dying. And I'm like, you know what? Get back on your heads. And like, what do you mean? I'm like, now you have to do it, but on a handstand. And then I don't care if your tool belt falls in your face, you've got nails and stuff, just keep working. And that's the way I am.
Yeah,
Yep. That's why people love me.
that's true.
Yep. I don't do anything.
I don't think that's true.
It's kind of true.
I think John did most of the trim work today.
There is some truth to that. There's some truth. But Kenny did all the caulking. He's really good. Some of these windows just like need a little caulk, and Kenny was very helpful because he has a little caulk, so that works. I meant C-A-U-L-K.
Oh, I've got a lot of caulk. Actually, I used a lot of caulk today.
He used like 2 cases of caulk.
Yeah.
All right, so
Still wasn't enough.
it never is. We're gonna go see a show tonight. And by we, I mean me and somebody else. And I don't know what you got a date night, right?
Yeah, I got a date night.
You gotta come out with us. And then tomorrow we're gonna be filming at my house, and Sunday we're gonna be filming at my house. And if you want to be a detective, like an extra, then get in touch with me, and maybe we can do that on Sunday. I love you guys so much. We'll see you soon. So I'm out here working by myself today. I got all these windows painted. There's one. There's 12 of them total. Like many of you, I really enjoy talking to myself because he really gets me. And also, I'm having deja vu all over again. It feels like I've been here before. So I just wanted to wrap this video up because sometimes I forget to do that because I'm lazy and busy. Anyway, that's it. We got a bunch of windows done, and they're all in, and everybody's happy. So love you guys.